Hi, I'm an EDM producer.
And I am currently in the process of making a electronic dance music beat. This video is mostly going to be in this really shitty quality because I had originally recorded everything with a better microphone. However, I lost every single piece of footage that I have due to a dumb decision, and it really fucking made me cry. So I'm doing this journaling style to spite that, and also so that I can cope and not cry again. I've done other songs that have had some other type of YouTube related thing.
I miss the old Smosh.
And since I'm able to somewhat remix things, I thought, why not remix the outro piano song for the JJJacksfilms thing. This Credit the Creators beat is in the genre of complextro, i.e. Other YouTuber that made a tutorial that I followed. I forgot their name.
There we go. That's nice.
It's basically every other YouTuber's electronic outro. I've personally never heard of these songs in a YouTuber's outro. But that's what we're gonna make today. Or that's... fuck, it's already been made. Look at this shit. It's not complete, but a lot of it's been made. Let me show you the building blocks and what I have building off of. So I'm using the piano. You'll know and love it. It's great. And I'm using the entire outro, including the ending part.
Stop stealing.
And it's great. It's beautiful. Go away. So I decided to have this be in the intro to, of course, have a familiar tone to it, because why would you go into a Jacksfilms thing if you don't hear something that you don't recognize from a Jacksfilms video? You have this. So what I did was I took that piano and just put a bunch of reverb on it, and that's this little audio clip here. I have that going on, and it slowly fades in, and then I added to it by making it into a synth, an ambience synth. And that adds to the effect of the intro where it just slowly fades in. And then not to mention that there's also these bells that come in. And then you also have this piano that comes in after the thing. I basically just went in and wrote in every single note for the piano. I literally heard every single note and put it in so it sounds like that. And I added a couple flares to it, of course. It's not one-to-one, but I added more flares to make it, you know, higher energy. So then I build off that. Not only do I have the piano come in, but also drums. And it kind of explodes. You have this white noise. You know, it sounds like it's supposed to be dramatic and whatnot. I also made the kick drum have an echo. Without the echo. Drama. Anyway, so that's what the intro sounds like. After a while, it starts swelling up, and then it goes into like the main. I took a synth that I liked, I put my own melody on it, while also drawing inspiration from other popular EDM songs from the same label that would be able to distribute to all these music to all these YouTubers so that it's not DMCA takedown stuff. You know how that was back in the day. Or maybe you don't. That's another video for another time. Either way, took inspiration for the melody for that. Having some really nice background synths in the meantime. Here's the lead synth. I know, it sounds a lot better with the entire track. It doesn't have all the distortedness, because everything else is kind of masking that. Of course, you have your drums. After that, it kind of crescendos into that's the second phase of the intro bridge. I don't know fucking music terminology. My brain hurt. Extra layer being added into that. Another lead synth that I like. Again, everything I do is very video game inspired, so you don't have to wonder wide-eyed about what my inspirations are here. At the end of this here, we'll have I have this thing like slowly fade out while it kind of leads into a build-up. That thing fades out, it's cool, while everything else just kind of, you know, culminates into a bigger kind of... I have this thing here. Stop stealing. I basically took his thing at the end.
Stop stealing.
I basically found a way to take this out of the sample, because where it starts saying the S part, it was masking into the piano sound. So I had to use FL Studio's little extract stems from sample thing, where it takes like an AI program and then separates it from the rest of the sound wave to make it isolated. And instead of hearing a piano noise while he's saying the S hissing sound, it's just the hissing sound.
Stop stealing.
Although the footage of me doing that has been lost thanks to a really fucking stupid decision that made me cry. So then, taking that, turned it into kind of a Daft Punk sound, because that's what Daft Punk uses a lot in their songs. They use a vocoder. Stop stealing. Bet you didn't know that. So anyways, after the build up, then it turns into a whole fun little complextro drop. Stop stealing. If you're curious as to what is being thrown around here, good question. I just kind of threw a bunch of synths together and made it sound cohesive. Don't worry about the mumbo jumbo. That can be a video for another time. For viewers who, you know, like JJJacksfilms, I feel like the little nuggets in there that relate to Jack themselves is more interesting. So I'll just talk about that. What I did was I took a bunch of sound bites. Oh, here are the sound bites. Okay.
Gotta respect that. Gotta respect that.
I got a lot of sound bites of Jack and ReactBot, and I tried to clip out, I just try to find stuff that I like, and I fed them into a mixer. It's basically like a channel where you can put effects on it. Oh, you also have some form of compression to make it sound better.
The current time is 4:53 p.m. It's not.
There's also this to add some saturation.
The current time is...
To then give this bit crushing feel a bit more of a, you know, Nintendo-y feel, if you will.
The current time is 4:53 p.m. It's not.
So I took a bunch of sound bites and put them all in here. And then I just sprinkled it around in the drop. And this is from the part where he says, "Stop stealing."
Stop stealing!
That's not, it kind of sounds like he's a Street Fighter character, you know? It's vibes. It's vibes. And then you have this from She Who Shall Not Be Named. Sorry, those are my lasers.
That's how you go.
And I have that chopped up. I had to have that chopped up, and it works so perfectly with this.
That's how you go.
Paired with a nice little breakbeat thing here. There should be the part where he says credit.
Credit.
It's very faint, but again, it's in there. So I'm currently in the process of making this beat, a whole complextro beat. But I just wanted to record my progress in the form of journaling. So here is my progress. Oh yeah, and if you have any ideas for maybe sound bites that I can put in, I want more sounds that envelop what the identity of the channel is, or the idea of crediting creators and such. So if anyone has any ideas, I'd love to hear that, and if anyone somehow sees this. So thank you. Have a good one.